Good afternoon from DME Sports Academy. I'm Michael Panaggio, and today the DME Girls post-grad team has their season or a home opener. They've been on the road in Canada, and they had a tough loss 2 nights ago to Daytona State. And in the home opener, DME is playing ASA Miami, second-year junior college program out of Miami, Florida. ASA 1-2 overall on the year, just lost to Daytona State last night by 16. We're sorry about the inconvenience on the live stream to start. Had a few technical difficulties. And we're getting it going now. So bear with us. I'll be a little rough at the beginning, but as I get familiar with these kids, I'll be a little better. DME up 9-5 early on, 5:54 left in the first quarter. And a good find there by Amaya Harley, but Toriana McDuffie could not finish. In transition, good extra pass by Talia Washington to Unique Myers. Her three's no good, but Maya Clark's put back and good is good. She's got 5 here early on to the post-grad from Maryland. Graduated from Capital Christian in Maryland and came to DME here and is really the only true post player for Coach Boogie Washington. Timeout by ASA, 30-second timeout. Score should be 11-5. So I don't know what's going on at the scores table. They got it fixed. 3 girls out for ASA today. So a little short-handed for ASA Miami, and DME obviously has pretty much been short-handed all year with just 7 girls on the roster. They do have Dream Eason, the 2021 post on the high school team, and 2022 Jade Westbrook as well to give them depth. Kevin Johnson's the head coach of ASA Miami. He's in his first year, 7th as a head coach. He's been the head coach at Broward Community College and Lynn University. And his assistant's Franz Miller, and she's a first-year assistant at ASA as well. She came from St. Thomas Aquinas. And back to action we go. Kayla Robinson, the point guard for DME out of Queens, New York. Goes dribble handoff with Unique Myers. 15 on the shot clock. Ball gets into Washington's hands. She goes to a step back hesitation. Nice kick out to Unique Myers for a wide open 3, and it's good. Good shot there by Unique Myers. And that's a good sign for Coach Washington, as Unique struggled in previous games at Daytona State in the last game up in Canada. So Unique's a very good shooter, good defender, and has played AAU for Coach Boogie this summer and knows his system and style of play and needs to be a very consistent scorer for this DME post-grad team. On the other end, Takaya Austin responds with her 3. She's the leading scorer for ASA. At for ASA, she's a sophomore from Fort Lauderdale. She's a University of North Florida transfer. And Kaylin Brewer out of Louisville, Kentucky hits a corner 3. But on the other end, Toriana McDuffie gets a bucket off the nice find from Austin. Both teams are in a 2-3 zone. And the freshman, Jade Westbrook, gets her first basket of her college or high school career playing college basketball. She's got 3 and had a very good game in 25 minutes at Daytona State where she had 6 rebounds. Good. How you doing, Coach? So, good sign there for Coach Washington. His team's out to a 20-10 lead here. No Shemaya Johnson, who re-injured her knee against Daytona State. She had a fabulous first half against Daytona State where she was 3 for 4 and had 7 points in just 9 minutes. And that caught up with DME in the fourth quarter where they were outscored 36-6 2 nights ago. So another 3-point shot. This one by Washington. This one's no good. And the rebound to Amaya Harley. Good defense there by Westbrook. And the 3 in the corner's no good. Rebound to Myers. DME with numbers. Washington hesitates. Euro step. Scoop finish. No good, but she'll go to the line. Great take by Talia New Washington, the Syracuse commit, and the daughter of Coach Boogie Washington. Talia's got probably one of the best hesitations I've seen in girls basketball. She shoots the ball from anywhere, really, and with her hesitation and her handle and her court savvy, she's a very hard guard to defend. She's got long arms and obviously is an extension of Coach Boogie on the court as another coach pretty much and the leader of this team. Washington had a fabulous tournament in Canada where she averaged 18.3 points a game, and she had 16 against Daytona State where she was very good in the first half, and as the whole team kind of struggled in the second half, but definitely the go-to scorer for this DME post-grad team. She makes both, and DME's leads back up to 10. Dream Eason checks in the game, the sophomore from Orlando, Florida, and she picks up a foul. And the only returner from the team from last year for ASA, number 10, Maria Semenichenko. So I'm gonna just call her Maria. And she makes 1 of 2, but the offensive rebound by ASA is no good. McDuffie gets the ball in a nice tie-up there by Washington under the basket. Semenichenko is from the Ukraine. She's a 6'2" sophomore for Coach Johnson in his first year. ASA only a second-year program, but they have a team and actually have a junior college in New York, and actually one of Coach Boogie's former players played at ASA in New York, where she is now at Florida, University of Florida. So Coach Boogie's very familiar with the ASA programs that are starting to branch out and become now in 2 states, and ASA Miami's taking their, it's going to be a challenge for them to become very competitive in Florida at the JUCO level because of how good Florida junior college basketball is. Austin goes to Sadaka. She finds Semenichenko, and she scores. She's got 3 off the bench, and with that short bench, that's going to be a key factor in this game, is getting bench production for both teams. 22-15 here. And Myers' 3's no good. foul on Westbrook. Almost all these girls are from Florida for the most part. It looks like 4 except the Ukrainian. All these girls are from Florida on this roster. Good hustle by Kayla Robinson. She saves the ball from going out of bounds and deflects it off on ASA, and DME will take possession. All 7 girls are from Florida except Semenechenko, the Ukrainian. Paige Olivier, nice take to the basket. And she'll go to the free throw line. And that was a nice move from Paige from the high post. Paige is a small forward out of Boston, Massachusetts. She's a very good shooter, good feel for the game. Very good kid, and another girl that is getting adjusted to her new teammates and is someone that Coach Boogie's going to need more production out of going forward. And she makes 1 of 2. She's got 4 here early on, and that's another good sign for Coach Boogie. Less than a minute left, 23-15, DME on top. Semenechenko scores again from about 12 feet, and she's got 5 now. DME with a 2-for-1 opportunity. I don't know if they saw it. News 3, no good. Rebound to Austin. She'll find Swinton. We'll find Semenechenko. They'll go to McDuffie. Her shot's no good. Offensive rebound to ASA. Pull up no good, and DME has numbers. They'll push. Washington hesitates. Good skip pass to Robinson, 2 on the clock. Don't think they see it. They don't see it, and that's the end of the first quarter as DME 23, ASA Miami 17 here at DME Sports Academy in Daytona Beach, Florida. Both teams in desperate needs of a win here. DME went to Cannon and played St. Laurent tough, lost by 11. Lost to Bill Crothers by 14 and to Lincoln Prep by 4 before losing to Daytona State, where they played a very good 3 quarters but just ran out of gas, and the more experienced and deeper team, Daytona State, ran away with the 4th quarter. And kind of was the same story last night with ASA as they played Daytona State very tough until about the 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The game got away from them. So both teams in desperate needs of wins. These teams will play down at ASA in January. So 1 of 2 matchups between these 2 teams. And it's a great opportunity for these DME girls to showcase themselves in front of college coaches because Florida junior colleges do give full scholarships. And if you go to a Florida JUCO, for the most part, you're gonna get recruited to the Division I level or the Division II level. Coach Washington comes back out with Brewer, Myers, Olivier, Robinson, and Washington to start the 2nd quarter. ASA comes back in their 2-3 zone. .15 on the shot clock. Myers goes to Robinson. She'll take a 3 from the top of the key. That's no good. Another rebound by Austin. They'll go into the high post of Semenechenko. She pivots, finds Swinton, but a good deflection there by Brewer. But she gets it stolen right back from Swinton. ASA with a fresh new shot clock. McDuffie's, the pass from Swinton into McDuffie. is deflected and out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock. Three by Sadaka, no good. Long rebound corralled by Washington. DME has numbers. They throw it ahead to Robinson. She'll take it to the basket, get it deflected. Good defense there by Sadaka. Washington finds Olivier for an NBA three, and it's good. Paige Olivier with 7 here early on. And DME's lead back up to 9. Swinton finds Sadaka. She goes to McDuffie in the high post, and she's deflected and stolen by Robinson. Robinson with the throw ahead to Washington, and DME's lead now 11. Good defense there by Washington, and a good look by Robinson. And DME off to its biggest lead of the game of 11 points. McDuffie to Austin, and it's no good. Austin, the North Florida transfer out of Fort Lauderdale. She's the team's leading scorer right now as a sophomore. It's 15.7 points per game. Amaya Harley, number 5, is averaging 15 points per game for ASA. Another girl from Fort Lauderdale. So DME's ball, 26 on the shot clock. Brewer finds Myers, couldn't catch it cleanly, and it goes off her foot. And ASA's ball. Westbrook will check in for Myers. Semenichenko turns it over. Nope. Ball stays with ASA, but couldn't get the pass into McDuffie. Deflected by Robinson. Ball's loose. 12 on the shot clock. Gets into Austin. Her pull-up jumper in the middle of the paint is good. To Kyla Austin with her second bucket. Robinson to the basket, no good. Rebound to Austin. No numbers for ASA. But they'll go inside to McDuffie. Her jump hook, no good. Rebound Washington. She finds Olivier. She'll go right back to Washington. Good ball movement here. Robinson's three is no good. Air ball by Robinson, and Myers will come in, and Maya Clark will come in for Brewer and Robinson. Coach Boogie Washington in his 17th year as a head coach of high school or post-grad basketball. He did 9 years on the boys' side. He's done 7 years of high school girls basketball, and this is his first year of post-grad girls, and he is the coach of the only true post-grad team in the country of 7 post-grad girls. Washington finds Westbrook. Olivier for another three. This one no good. Rebound to Westbrook. She gets it into Clark. Clark, 12-footer is good. Maya Clark with another nice shot, showing the 15-foot, 12-foot range. And she's got 7. And a good offensive rebound there by Westbrook. Semenichenko is hurting DME in the zone. She's got 7 now. Washington hesitates, cross, finds Olivier. She can't hold on to it cleanly. 16 on the clock. DME finds Westbrook in the corner. She'll kick it back out to Washington. They'll go to Clark, and that she couldn't corral it, and Austin has the ball, and ASA push. She'll throw ahead, and that is not corralled by Desney Johnson. And DME dodges a bullet there. Olivier for three. Again, this one's no good. And Swinton travels on the rebound. Swinton's a sophomore that transferred from South Central Georgia Tech Community College. Eason and Robinson check in for Westbrook and Olivier. Sadaka for McDuffie. Good hustle by Clark there off the baseline, out of bounds turnover. Good hustle by Clark there, and Desney Johnson will have to earn it from the free throw line. Referees today are Travis Williams, DeAndre Campbell, and Eric Fessler. They've been pretty busy here this week with high school girls playing on Thursday, and then the SIAA crossover event that was here yesterday and the day before. So 4 days in a row that there's been action here at DME, home games, and most of these refs have been here for that duration. Ball is being reversed here. Washington, good skip pass to Myers. Her three's an air ball. It's a good look by Washington. 30-22 DME. Little scoring drought here for DME, and they need to get a bucket here in the worst way to finish, kind of keep this, to kind of stop momentum here, even though ASA hasn't done a whole lot with getting stops. As of now, Sadaka's three is good. 5-point ball game. A good pass there by Swinton, or by Johnson. And we got a 5-point game now. DME kind of looks like they're in disarray here. There's not much offense being ran here on this possession. Olivier for three. No good. Ball's on the floor. Good hustle there. Jump ball. And the possession is to possession arrow to ASA. (30-25), 3:33 left in the first half. DME got off to a hot start shooting the ball. But has been quiet here lately. Have only scored 7 points this quarter. And their lead has been trimmed down to 5 here of late. Sadaka knifes through the defense, draws a foul. And the foul's on Myers. And Sadaka, who just hit a three, will go to the line here. And she'll miss the first. Brewer checks in for Eason. And Sadaka's second one is good. DME still kind of caught. Good skip pass there. Myers didn't want to shoot it. Ball can be corralled by Washington, and DME turns it over. Sloppy play right here, right now for DME. As I think ASA went to a 3-2 zone and out of their 2-3, and it's kind of had DME struggling a little bit. ASA skips it out to Sadaka. She'll drive through. Left hand finish is good, and she's on a 6-0 run by herself. ASA is on a that would be a 9-0 run, and DME only up 2 now. Skip pass from Washington to Robinson for 3, no good, inside of bounds. And ASA continues to get stops on this end. DME is in a big scoring drought as they're struggling to get penetration against the zone. Started off hot, hitting the threes, a lot of threes early on. Good steal by Clark. She goes coast to coast but can't finish, but that's still a pretty good move there by the forward. She was not doing that when she first came here a month and a half ago. Sadaka up fakes, drives baseline. Good D by Clark. Ball finds Sadaka, and she scores, and it's a tie ball game here. 30-30, minute 45 left. Washington, deep 3, good. A much-needed basket there by DME. 33-30 DME as we close in on the final minute of the first half. Swinton gets away with a walk, spins. And they call a foul on Clark, and Swinton will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Swinton's first is no good. Mackenzie Sadaka, who's came alive here in the second quarter, is the team's leading rebounder on the team for ASA. 6.3 rebounds a game, showing the offensive arsenal right now, and has helped them get into this game. Myers pull-up jumper, no good. And a silly foul by Clark. And now Dream Eason will check in for Maya Clark. Foul count 4-0 here in the second quarter, and a lot of that is because of the long shots and lack of penetration DME's been able to get here in the second half. And Brewer comes in for Eason as Coach Washington does a little offense-defense here. And DME with a 2-for-1 opportunity here. And ASA back into a 2-3. A turnover by Brewer. Swinton finds Johnson. She gets fouled by Robinson, and she'll go to the line as DME turns it over again here. As they've struggled to get in a rhythm in the second quarter. Johnson's first free throw, no good. 4.6 second shot clock, game clock differential here. Johnson's second free throw is no good. Brewer gets the board. And DME will hold for one shot here, or as close as they can to one shot. Washington gets in the paint, finds Robinson. She sidesteps, shoots the three, and it's good. Much needed bucket and a good sign with Kayla Robinson hitting an outside jumper. Austin, three, no good. DME up 6, 36-30 here at halftime in Daytona Beach. It was a 2-point shot for Kayla Robinson. The refs thought it was a 3 because of the high school line. It was a 2-pointer. As DME now 35-30 in the first half. I will have first half stats for you guys momentarily here. Both teams in a zone in the first half. DME coming out red hot with hitting 6 threes in the first half, or first quarter. Washington, Olivier, Brewer, Westbrook, all hitting threes in the first half. 23 points. DME raced out to a 6-point lead in the first quarter, but they had a bigger lead. Of the biggest lead was 11. That lead got cut, or actually the game was a tie game at 30, and DME had a little 5-0 run to finish the half. First half stats for DME. Talia Washington, she has 10. Kayla Robinson has 2. Unique Myers has 3. Kaylin Brewer has 3. Paige Olivier has 7. Maya Clark has 7. Jade Westbrook has 3. So 7, 3, it's 10, 17, 20, 23, 25. Yep. Talia Washington leading the way with 10. Olivier and Maya Clark with 7 each for ASA. Sadaka with 3, 6, 8, 10, 11 first half points. Semenichenko has 7. Austin, the leading scorer on the team, has 7. So 35-30 here at halftime. Both teams' last game was Daytona State, and both teams took losses at Daytona State. So both teams looking to bounce back. ASA 1-2 on the year with that one win against IMG Academy, and DME at 0-4 so far this year. 6.5 minutes left before the second half starts. We will be back here shortly. And we're back here for the second half. DME Sports Academy. We have DME Girls Post-Grad playing their home opener on the season as they have a 5-point lead here in the first at halftime. DME was up 23-17 after the first quarter. Only had 12 points in the second quarter, but was only fortunate to only give up 1 point on the scoreboard. And their 5-point lead here as they start the second half, and they go back to the zone. And Kaylin Brewer can't finish inside. Loose ball and a foul on Myers. And Austin is shaky to get up. Good little play there by Coach Washington, though, to get the ball inside of the zone. And nice move by Brewer, but could not finish. Myers foul, team's first foul. And ASA gets their first possession of the second half. Austin. And she hits a three, and she's ASA's leading scorer early on in the year, the North Florida transfer. And now the lead down to 2. Myers, three in the corner, is good. Unique Myers, who recently picked up an offer to Coppin State. National Christian Academy high school graduate. Played AU with Boogie this summer for Havoc City, and a good sign for him. And a turnover by DME as two girls collide on a pass. I'm not sure who that was intended for, but hopefully they're both okay. DME gets into their 2-2-1 press. Swinton. Swinton's called for an offensive foul. Good acting job there by Robinson. And the offensive foul on Swinton. DME. ASA back in a 1-2-2 zone. Robinson finds Brewer. 12-footers good for Kaylin Brewer, who's got a really soft touch and a high skill level and a good feel for the game. Good hustle by Olivier. Loose ball, bodies on the ground. Jump ball and possession will go to ASA. Good hustle there and good defense by Paige Olivier. And it's been a very balanced attack today with Brewer with 5, Olivier with 7, Washington with 10, Maya Clark with 7, Westbrook has 3, Myers has 6. It's been a good start in the opener for, home opener for DME. Another jump ball, and this time it'll be DME's ball. And instead of a jump ball, so the next possession arrow will go to DME as well with the backcourt violation. So the possession arrow's 10-second violation. Okay. DME. Brewer, good extra pass to Myers. 3 in the corners, no good. Long rebound, corralled by Desney Johnson. She'll slow it down and get the ball into Austin. They'll go to Maria Semenichenko. She kicks it out to Austin. Her 3 this time no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with ASA. Westbrook checks in. She'll get Myers. Austin to McDuffie, and then go right back to Austin. Austin gets into the paint, kicks it out to Desney Johnson. She'll get knife through the defense, draw the foul, shoot the floater. It's no good, but she'll go to the free throw line. Foul on Brewer. Team second personal. And Desney Johnson will go to the free throw line for another 2. Foul trouble was a problem with DME against Daytona State. Olivier fouled out. Eason fouled out. Washington had 4. Myers had 4. And I don't know the exact number of free throws shot by Daytona State in that game, but they shot a lot. Offensive rebound by Semenechenko, tied up by Olivier, and the possession will go back to DME. Spacing here is needed by DME, and they get into it. Good skip pass to Olivier. She up fakes, puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Westbrook. Westbrook will shoot a 3, and she'll miss. Long rebound corralled by Sadaka, the leading rebounder for ASA, who had a very good first half and helped lead the charge for ASA. Desney Johnson kicks it out to Sadaka. Good extra pass to Austin. Corner pocket, no good. Long rebound corralled, and it's corralled by Austin. Fresh 30. For ASA. And Desney Johnson has to come out as she's hobbled. And Jatoria Swinton will check in. Hopefully she'll be okay, as ASA's got 3 girls out already today. They go to McDuffie. Skip pass to Austin. They go inside to Semenechenko, and a foul on Olivier. That's the team's 3rd personal. Timeout by ASA. 6:23 left in the 3rd quarter. DME 40, ASA Miami 34 here in Daytona Beach. Foul trouble adding up for DME a little bit, as we haven't seen much Maya Clark here in the second half, who had a very good first half. And Coach Johnson, I think, is trying to get an explanation on that 10-second call. That was first called a jump ball, and then was called a over and back, and then was eventually called a 10-second call. So don't know how you have confusion on a over and back turned into a 10-second call, because if you were over, then how could he get a 10-second call? And Coach Johnson's a little suspect of that one. Johnson in his 7th year as a head coach. Before he was at Broward Community College in Lynn. So South Florida guy, now taking over a new project in ASA Miami. Baseline out of bounds, stolen by Robinson. The cat quick guard out of Queens, and she gets a bucket. She does a very good job of anticipating and getting into passing lanes just like that. McDuffie stops, shoots the 12-footer, and it's good. Toriana McDuffie out of Miami Gardens, the sophomore, with the 12-footer. Washington's 3, no good. Fresh shot clock for DME. DME goes around. Ball's reversing. Get it into the high post. Good ball movement here. Olivier kicks it. 12 on the clock. Good pass by Washington, and a good take by Kayla Robinson on the baseline. And she scores. DME back up 8. Back into the 2-2-1. Swinton corrals that pass that could have been a steal for DME. They go to Sadaka. Austin, pull-up jumper, good. Good ball player is Takayla Austin. Once again, the North Florida transfer, the sole Division I transfer on this roster. And she's been very good for Coach Johnson here today, as she's been the team's leading scorer this year so far. Robinson, pull up, no good. Rebound Swinton. Into the hands of Austin. Sadaka, 3, no good. Long rebound corralled by Robinson. She looks to push. Pulls it out, finds Olivier. DME will set up the offense. 17 on the clock. Little slow getting into some offense here. Washington, 3, air ball. Eason, Myers check in for Brewer and Westbrook. Sadaka. And DME gets out of their 2-2-1 here. Sadaka, pull-up jumper, no good. Long rebound to Robinson, and she'll push. One-on-one fast break. Her gets fouled by Austin, and she'll go to the line. It's been a good little spurt here for Kayla Robinson, who had a quiet first half. Has 4 points in this second half. A nice take on the last possession or two, or whatever it was. And now she'll go to the line and shoot 2. First free throw's good. 7 for Robinson. Second one's no good. Semenechenko with the board. Swinton skips it out to Austin. She'll go to Semenechenko. Swinton gets it back from Austin. She'll shoot a 3. This one's no good. Rebound McDuffie, and she's fouled. Toriana McDuffie is a active 6'3", long-armed post player for Coach Johnson here at ASA. Still a little raw offensively, it looks like, but high motor, very active, nice shooting touch. Coach Washington goes small here, puts Jade Westbrook back on the floor. And he goes with Myers, Washington, Westbrook, Robinson, and Eason. Washington finds Myers, 15-footer, no good. Rebound corralled by Westbrook. Another possession here for DME. Westbrook. Good ball movement here. Good skip pass by Robinson. Westbrook will drive baseline. Find Myers. They go high post to Eason. Eason turns it over. Austin skips it out to Sadaka, who's been quiet here in the second half. She'll go to Semenechenko, and Eason will foul Semenechenko. And Semenechenko will go to the free throw line. As in girls college basketball, you get free throws out for the 5th personal foul. Free throw by Semenechenko is good. The only returner from last year's team, the Ukrainian, has 8 points here. Rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. It goes to DME. DME up 5 as we close in on the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. DME's led this one start to finish, but hasn't had a whole lot of breathing room here in the second half. Lead was up to 11 at one point. Robinson finds Myers. 2 on the shot clock and a shot clock violation. Good defense by ASA. DME has scored 10 points in this quarter, but is still holding on to a 5-point lead. A three-pointer by Sadaka. And the lead down to 2. Three-pointer by Washington from the league line. Much needed basket once again by DME, and they're back up 5. And they get back into their 2-2-1. Swinton pulls it out. Gets the ball into Austin's hands. Skip past to Sadaka. She'll look and skip it over to Austin. Robinson with the steal. Robinson. And a foul called on Austin. And Robinson will go back to the line where she just went 1 for 2. And with 59 seconds left in the third quarter, Robinson misses the first. Robinson's free throw's no good. So a few missed opportunities here by DME. Sadaka finds Desney Johnson. A 2-for-1 opportunity here for ASA. Down 5 to DME. Sadaka finds Swinton. She doesn't look like she really wants to shoot the 3. Clark deflects it out of bounds, and 6 on the shot clock. Olivier will check in here for Robinson. Six on the clock. Semenichenko finds Sadaka. 3 in the corner. Bounces. No good. Rebound Clark. DME with numbers. Washington gets in the paint. Finds Clark. Fouled. And DME should hold for 1 shot here. Doesn't look like they got into much here. They can hold for 1 shot. Hopefully they do. Olivier does not see it. Long rebound, corralled by Myers. 10 on the clock. 5 on the clock. Washington. Step back, hesitates. Floater on the baseline, no good. And DME will take a 5-point lead into the fourth quarter. 48-43. As they try to get their first win of the season. So DME scores 23 in the first quarter, 23-17 after the first quarter, and since then has only had 25 points in the past 2 quarters. Fortunately, ASA has only scored 26 points in the second and third quarter. So a defensive struggle here in Daytona Beach. ASA playing their second game in consecutive days, where they lost last night to Daytona State. DME playing their second game in 3 days, where they lost to Daytona State at Daytona State. And legs seem to be a little bit of a concern for ASA, as they are lacking a full roster here and struggling to make shots from the perimeter. Will be an interesting fourth quarter, as it's anybody's game. Here in Daytona. Possession will be with ASA. And Desney Johnson checks back into the game after getting hobbled with a right knee. She's still favoring it a little bit, but for the most part, she's okay. Robinson gets her hands on another ball, and she'll corral it. Kick it out to Olivier, who will think about a three. She'll kick it out to Washington. She'll go over to Myers on the wing. They'll pull it out and run some clock. Olivier. 10 on the clock. 6 on the clock. 3 on the shot clock. They go man here. Shot clock violation by DME. Good defense by ASA. And 9:19 left here. And both teams still in the 40s. Austin to Johnson. They go to the high post. And nice find by Swinton to Semenechenko, who's now in double figures. The Ukrainian. And DME lead down to 3. Life from the ASA bench as they chant defense, and DME struggling to get into some offense here. Myers goes to Robinson. Washington drives baseline. Contact on the baseline, gets her shot blocked by Semenechenko. Austin pushes, finds Desney Johnson. Her 15-footer's no good. Rebound, Myers. She'll go to Washington. Washington gets into the middle of the paint. Floater, no good. A few missed opportunities here by DME, as they're still looking for their first points of the fourth quarter. Sadaka goes to Johnson. They go to the high post to Swinton, who goes inside to Semenechenko. She'll kick it out to Sadaka. 6 on the clock. Semenechenko's elbow jumper, no good. Over the back on Swinton. Team's first personal. And Westbrook will check in for Unique Myers. The freshman getting some crucial minutes here in crunch time, which I'll be happy about. DME needs somebody to hit a jumper here. Ball gets into Maya Clark. She up fakes, drives it. Left hand finishes, no good. A little bit of contact there, but no call. And ASA looking to chip away here at this lead. Sadaka goes high post to Swinton. And stolen by Olivier. Numbers for DME. Olivier finds Washington. She's going to good extra pass to Robinson in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound to Swinton. DME still scoreless here. 3 minutes into the. And Washington with the steal. And she'll finish it. She's got 15 of the 50. And DME with a much-needed basket here, now up 5 as they score their first points of the fourth quarter here with 6:46 left. DME 50, ASA Miami 45. As both teams are struggling to get into any kind of rhythm offensively. ASA's getting a little more penetration than DME against the zone, going to the high post, high-low, and playing inside out. And DME's struggling to get some penetration. They're pretty much just swinging the ball out on the perimeter. So DME's got to try to get the ball inside a little bit. And they need to probably push the tempo and try to get out in transition, where that was where they just got their most recent basket, was a steal and a layup. So Brewer checks in. Westbrook, Robinson, Washington, Olivier, Brewer in for DME. For ASA, it's Semenichenko, Sadaka, Johnson, or Swinton, Harley, who's averaging 15 points a game, has been very quiet today. Austin finds Swinton. Jump hook, no good. DME will slow it up. Olivier to Westbrook. She'll go over to Olivier. 13 on the clock. They go to the high post to Brewer. Ball ends up in Washington's hands. She'll go to Westbrook. 7 on the clock. Washington from deep. New Washington with a much-needed three-point basket. She's got all 5 of DME's points in the fourth quarter. She's got 18 here in the game, and DME's lead back up to 8. Harley's 3, no good. Rebound Washington. And ASA's going man here. Brewer's going to come play high pick and roll with Washington. She'll go under the screen. Washington in the paint. Takes it to the bucket and finishes it. Washington's got it rolling with 7 in the fourth, and DME's lead back to double figures. Washington with 20. The Syracuse commit, who will be signing on November 14th. Sadaka with Olivier on her. Left hand finish is good. That's her first bucket of the second half. Nice little spin move there. And DME's lead now back to 8. ASA goes back to zone. She'll go to Robinson. To Olivier. We'll go in the high post to Brewer. He'll take it to the basket. No good. Robinson gambles, and Austin's off to the races. But they get back in the play, and with 4:25 left, DME 55, ASA 47. Swinton. And her pass is stolen by Westbrook. She'll find Robinson. The pass is behind her, and a steal by Harley. And Robinson's hurt. And a foul. And Semenichenko will go to the line here. Robinson tried to poke the ball and hit her hand. I think she'll be fine. I think it just hurts. It looks like it's her wrist that she's holding. It's her right hand, too. Semenichenko at the line. And our trainer, John, is on the case over there. So kind of a 4-point swing there as DME has a 2-on-1 fast break, and Westbrook's pass is behind Robinson. And now Semenichenko goes to the line, and she luckily misses the first. Semenechenko's second is no good. So DME dodges a bullet. Up 8. 4 minutes left. And they extend the full court pressure. Washington finds Olivier. Her three-pointer long. And a loose ball foul on Harley. And DME will get a fresh 30. Myers. And a timeout by Boogie Washington here. With 3:39 left, DME 55, ASA Miami 47. DME looking for their first win of the year, as they've been close. As they lost by 4 points to Lincoln Prep in their last game in Canada. They lost by 11 to a very good St. Laurent. They lost by 16 to Bill Crothers and hung tough with Daytona State for 3 quarters before a drastic turnaround by Daytona State, where they have 36 points in the fourth and DME only scored 6. So the score did not indicate what the actual game was like. It was a very competitive game, and I thought it was a well-played game. And DME here now in their home opener, up 8 against the junior college team out of Miami called ASA. So DME's ball, 26 on the shot clock. Kayla Robinson looks like she's out for the game, as she's in a lot of pain here. Is our trainer John is giving her ice. That's not a good sign for DME. But New Washington has been very, very good here in the fourth quarter. And she's got 7 of her 20 in the quarter. 9, I believe, actually. Brewer travels. Good pick and pop, and Boogie brings in Maya Clark. Semenechenko catches it in traffic and pivots and gets it back to Austin. Austin, who's been her, Semenechenko, and Sadaka have done most of the damage here for ASA. Sadaka turns it over, trying to get it to Semenechenko. DME will bring it up with Washington running the 1. They'll run some clock here. Washington finds Olivier. She cuts, kicks it out to Myers, no good. Rebound Clark. Maya Clark put back, no good. Good try there by Clark and a good second effort there. And DME back into their 2-2-1. Broken by ASA. Johnson picks up her dribble in a bad area, but gets it to Austin. McDuffie fouled on the jump hook. She'll go to the line. Clark picks up another one. Team second. And McDuffie goes to the line. Toriana McDuffie again. And her first one is short. Brewer comes in for Clark. Her second one is no good. So if ASA loses this game, I think they're going to look back at this and look at the free throw line here in the fourth quarter, and are going to see that they left some points on the scoreboard here. Closing in on 2 minutes left, DME can almost taste that first win here of the season. Up 8. Olivier Scoop finish, no good. Sadaka pushes the break. She'll pick up her dribble, pivot, find Johnson, Desney Johnson. Good bounce pass to McDuffie. 8-footer's good, and it's 55-49. 1:51 left. ASA extends their pressure. Washington gives it to Olivier. And ASA goes man here. Washington hesitates. He's holding on to it. 10 on the clock. Johnson Gardner, she hesitates. Sidestep, kicks it out to Olivier. 3 for Olivier is good. Paige Olivier with a big 3 on the right wing to give DME a 9-point lead. And Coach Washington calls a timeout here with 1:22 left. 58-49. Olivier now in double figures with 10 points, and that is huge for her confidence and for Coach Washington because her scoring punch and shot-making ability is much needed here. As you can see that DME is only got 58 points. Luckily, they've kept ASA down under 50 and played very good defense. But for the most part, scoring punch is needed for DME. A lot from Paige Olivier and Unique Myers are 2 people that come to mind the most. So great play by Washington on the pass, and Olivier with the big time 3. Myers, Olivier, Westbrook, Washington, Brewer out of the timeout. ASA comes out with Semenichenko, McDuffie, Austin, Johnson, and Sadaka. DME comes out in the 2-2-1. So Coach Boogie called that timeout to set up his defense. Sadaka. Skip pass to Austin. She'll attack. She'll draw the foul. And Takayla Austin will go to the line. The team's leading scorer, 15.7 points a game. She's had she's right around her average today. And she makes the first. Minute 11 left. And I would think that ASA is going to get into a little full court pressure here. Austin's second is good. ASA is in their 2-2-1. Paige finds Westbrook. Westbrook's finish is good. Westbrook with 5. And a big basket there by Jade Westbrook, the Daytona Beach native. And New Washington fouls Semenichenko or Sadaka. And that is the team's 4th personal. So it's not a terrible foul. But now from here on out, DME or ASA will be shooting free throws. Desney Johnson drives the baseline. Floater, no good. McDuffie gets it. Ball deflected out by Myers, and this ball will stay with ASA. Austin finds Johnson. She'll get into the teeth of the defense and turn it over, trying to get it to McDuffie. DME 60, ASA 51, 36 seconds left. And ASA is in the 2-2-1. Washington finds Westbrook. Westbrook turns it over. Austin. Layup good, foul on Westbrook. And the clock ran a split second. Should be about 23 seconds. And it looks like the refs will put a 2.5 or 2 seconds on the clock as Austin completes the 3-point play. And we got a 6-point game here with DME on top. And the referees, Travis Williams, is at the scores table looking to add some time to the clock. 22.5 seconds left. DME finds Myers. Myers is fouled. Third team personal, so DME will not be shooting free throws yet. Ball gets into Washington's hands. She's fouled. Fourth team personal. Now every single shot from here on out will be 2 free throws. They find Myers, and she's fouled with 18.4, and Unique Myers will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Big free throws here by Unique Myers. And the first one is up and good. Timeout, ASA. So Myers will have one more out of the break. And I know this has been a, you talk about Coach Boogie's previous few years at Rock Creek Christian Academy in D.C. and at Forestville, his alma mater, which the school shut down, where he was a star as a player and coach there, and has had a lot of success with his daughter, New, and a few other very good players that are still in high school or at the college ranks now. He had 2 top 15 teams in the country in those at those 2 schools. And has had a lot of success here in the high school ranks, but I think this will be one of his most satisfying wins as a coach. Getting his first one at DME and getting a win against a Florida junior college here in his home opener as the DME head post-grad girls coach here. And he's 18 seconds away, and if they can make their free throws, take care of the ball, they should be able to get out of here with the win. Myers' second free throw is good. Big free throws by Unique Myers, and DME's lead is 8. DME gets into the 2-2-1. Austin takes it coast to coast. Layup, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back in, and it is good. They foul Washington. 4.1 left. And Washington will go to line. 4.1 seconds left. And DME post-grad girls will win against ASA Miami. Just a matter of how many points. So DME's girls will move to 1-4 on the year as Washington misses the first. They will play a very good Florida Southwestern team here on Friday. Washington makes 1 of 2, and the buzzer horns, and DME girls win 63-56 over ASA Miami in their home opener. That's a big-time win, and they led from start to finish. And a much-needed win for the girls' confidence and the program, building it. Great win for DME. We're going to get Boogie Washington over here for an interview. And in his 17th year as a coach, first as a post-grad coach, he gets his first win, and it's a good one. And we will have some stats for you here in a second. Stats from today. Good job. Kayla Robinson, 7 points. Talia New Washington, 21. Unique Myers, 8. Kaylin Brewer, 5. Paige Olivier, 10. Jade Westbrook, 5. Maya Clark, 7. Boogie. And now we're here with James Boogie Washington in his first year as the DME post-grad coach. He gets his first win of the season.
Feels good too, Mike.
It does.
It's a relief. I can sleep tonight.
Congratulations, Boogie. You know, I know how hard and challenging this group is going to be with the lack of bodies. The girls, you know, all coming in, you know, and kind of struggling playing older girls. You know, it was a huge win in your opener, and your daughter was pretty good in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, we needed her to be. You know, I think she learned a little something from Daytona State game. She kind of fell back and allowed us to dismantle a little bit. But tonight, or this afternoon, she stepped up to the plate, and she ran the team, what we expect and what we need from her.
Paige Olivier.
Yes.
10 points today. We've been talking about her for since the preseason. We knew she could really shoot it.
Definitely. And
she hit a huge three down the stretch and was in double figures for the first time this year. Talk about Paige a little bit.
Paige is an elite shooter. It's just about Paige mentality stepping into the game. And today she told me, I'm ready today. I'm ready. She's been nursing her wrist injury, so she's kind of been off, and she's been letting that play on her mentality, and she's been coming out a little passive. But today I think she understood the toughness that it takes, the mental toughness that it takes to fight through your injuries, or you being hurt instead of your injuries. Because if you're injured, you can't play. So she was hurt, and she played through it today, and I'm really proud of Miss Olivier.
Cause for concern, Kayla Robinson is her wrist. Do we know anything?
Don't know anything yet, Mike. Really concerned because you know she's part of that engine that help us go. So we'll be checking up on Kayla, and hopefully it's just something minor that we can recover from and bounce back and be ready for our game this week.
So the next game is Florida Southwestern on the 16th.
Yes, serious competition. One of the best teams in the nation, I'm hearing, junior college-wise, and definitely one of the top in the state. So it will be a challenge for us. But, again, that's the blessing of coming to DME and being a post-grad, that you get the college experience while it's not counting against you. And this is a big thing that I told them before the game that we have to capitalize on. You know, you guys have an opportunity to make a name for yourself against junior college teams, and you're not using any NCAA eligibility.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
that this actually can happen, and we're the first and only true post-grad program in the country right now, from my understanding. So that is a big statement, and for us to come out in our first year and get a junior college win right here, that's big. That's big for us.
Well, the first girl that I've coached to have scored a college basketball point, technically it's Dream Eason.
And that's wow. That is wow.
And now
and
today
truth,
Jade Westbrook, with 5 today.
Let's put that out there for all the people at home that's watching. You know, we played this game today with number 44, Dream Eason. She's a 10th grader. and she's a baby in our program, and also Jaden Westbrook, who's a ninth grader. And they were able to come and help us and get in here and get some of that college opportunity earlier. And that's one of our advantages in being a program like us, and that's what makes us special.
Absolutely. Coach, I'm really proud for you, man.
Thanks.
You know, I know how much you work and grind, and obviously we see each other every day. And I know you're a competitor, and I know there's going to be some ups and downs this year, but, man, a hell of a win. And, you know, the offense was good early on, slowed down a little bit, but when games like that happen, we got stops and got rebounds and kept them out of transition, unlike the other night. And came away with the win, man.
Well, we put 4 quarters together. And you said it the other night after Daytona State. You said we put 3 together. We put 1 more together. We got a complete game. And we did it. And I'm proud.
Coach, appreciate you, man, stopping by. Let you get with your team, and we'll be celebrating tonight.
All right, definitely we will. Happy belated birthday, too, Mike.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Coach Boogie Washington stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
And getting his first win here at DME. And the ball moved. And Talia Washington, who's been everything as expected, the very talented guard and well-coached and very high IQ basketball player, comes up huge with big plays down the stretch, scoring and also setting up her teammates, especially the big play to Paige Olivier. Washington with 21. She's had 16, 14, 18, and 24 in the 5 games for DME. As DME moves to 1-4 with a great team effort with balanced scoring and everyone stepping up and pitching in. So, great win for the DME girls post-grad. The DME high school girls team will take the floor against TPLS at 3 o'clock on Tuesday. And then FSW here for the post-grad team on Friday. So, thanks for listening. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. Our live stream had been a little shaky from this weekend. We got it rolling, and we got you guys to be able to watch our post-grad home opener. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time here from DME Sports Academy in Daytona Beach, Florida.